Welcome to another video walk around. Today we're going to be taking a look at this 2016 Toyota RAV4 Limited all-wheel drive in this gorgeous white color. This 4-door, 5-passenger SUV comes equipped with a 2.5-liter 4-cylinder engine mounted to an automatic transmission. As an added bonus, this vehicle has only had one previous owner. Starting in the front with some of the notable exterior features, you've got a really sporty front end thanks to the nice design and the lines, as well as the LED daytime running lights and the projector beam headlights. Of course, in the bottom here, you've also got the fog lights for some additional style and utility, and those are surrounded by the nice chrome trim there. As you move around to the side of the vehicle, you'll notice the 17-inch aftermarket FRD Performance alloy rims that the vehicle currently rides on, and those are wrapped in the Michelin tires. You can take a look at the tread there. Lots of tread left. As we continue down the side of the vehicle, you'll notice the LED turn signal indicator integrated right into the mirror. And as we continue down, you've also got the tinted windows in the rear for some additional privacy for the rear passengers or rear cargo. And up top here we have the nice silver roof rails that not only add the possibility of storage on top, but they also look really stylish and sporty. This vehicle has a great looking side profile, and the great looks continue in the rear as well. Up top you'll find a color matched roof fin antenna, as well as the color matched roof spoiler with the integrated brake light. And back here you've also got the rear windshield wiper, which is a handy feature, especially on days like today. And you've also got the RAV4 badging, as well as the limited all-wheel drive badging. As an added little bonus here, you've got this nice chrome strip that runs just below the liftgate. This is a great looking vehicle, and it is in fantastic condition inside and out. So let's go ahead and hop inside and take a look at some of the notable interior features. Hopping inside this RAV4 is nice and easy thanks to the smart key system, though you've also got your standard remote unlock and lock features. And you'll also notice the key fob has the button for the power liftgate, which is a handy feature, so you can pop the liftgate without ever having to hop in the vehicle. But like I mentioned, this vehicle is equipped with a proximity smart key system, so simply put your hand in the door and it'll unlock as long as the key is on you. And you've also got those two lines there to lock the vehicle. Inside you're greeted with this gorgeous black leather interior with a very nice white accent stitching that looks really premium, that runs all the way down the seat and of course up the headrest as well. Below the driver's seat you'll find the power adjustable seat controls, including your power adjustable lumbar support. And if you take a look at the door sill there, you'll find the nice RAV4 badging, and that also continues on these all-weather mats, which make them nice and easy to clean regardless of how dirty or wet they get. So let's go ahead and hop inside the spacious interior and take a look at some of the notable interior features. The features inside this RAV4 start with the push-button ignition. Simply put your foot on the brake and push the button to start the vehicle. Take a look over at the driver's side door panel. You'll notice this great design, including this leather surface here, as well as the silver door pull. And you've also got this nice brush finish to the panel that houses the controls for the power windows and locks. And of course, the driver's side window is also automatic. Underneath there, you do have a little bit of extra storage in the door panel, as well as a couple of extra cup holders. And you've also got the speaker integrated in there as well. Just below the door handle, you'll find the memory settings for the driver's seat, which is a really handy feature, so you can easily switch between seat settings when you're switching drivers. To the right of that, you have the controls for the power mirrors, as well as the dimmer switch for the gauge cluster, and you've also got the buttons to toggle your lane departure alert and your heated steering wheel. Further to the right, you've also got the differential lock, as well as your button for your power liftgate. Under the steering column here, you'll find the manual adjustment for the tilt steering, so you can get that steering wheel in the perfect position. And up top here, if you take a look at the turn signal stock, you'll notice that this vehicle does come equipped with automatic headlights, which is a very nice set it and forget it feature. And of course, you've also got the switch for the fog lights that I showed you on the exterior. If you take a look at this great looking 3-spoke steering wheel, on the left hand side here, we have the controls for the audio system, including your volume up, volume down, and track selector buttons. You've also got the Bluetooth hands-free calling buttons up top, and on the bottom here you have the audio mode button. You can also hold that to mute the system. And lastly, you also have your voice recognition button. On the right hand side of the steering wheel, this is where you'll find the buttons to navigate the screen in the center of the gauge cluster, and I'll show you what's included in that in just a moment. You've also got the trip button to track a couple of different trips, and you've also got the button to toggle through your radar guided cruise control follow distances. And speaking of cruise control, this is also where you'll find the cruise control stock. So if we take a look up at that screen, at the very top there you have that nice blue graphic, as well as the gear that the vehicle is in. And just below that we have the exterior temperature, as well as the road conditions. In this very first screen, you'll find all kinds of relevant vehicle information, including your after start stats, your after restart stats. You've also got your distance to empty, as well as your eco indicator, your all-wheel drive indicator, and your sway warning. The next screen over is a compass, so you can quickly check which direction you're traveling. And next you've got your audio system, so you can check what's playing and adjust it without ever having to take your hands off the wheel or even glance at the infotainment system while you're driving. The next screen over will show you whether or not you've got your lane departure alert toggled on or off, and you can also check your radar guided cruise control follow distances. As you cycle through there, you'll be able to see that graphic display. The next screen over is your messages page, so any relevant vehicle messages or warnings will display here. And finally, you have all the settings for your safety features, including a lane departure alert, pre-collision system, blind spot monitoring, your parking sensors, and your power liftgate. You've also got some meter settings here, and at the very bottom, if we check the odometer, you'll notice that this vehicle currently has 46,869 kilometers on it. You'll also notice you can check whether or not you've got your eco mode toggled, as well as the parking sensors and your blind spot monitoring. If you take a look at the dash here, one of the first things you'll notice is the great design. You've got a nice silver piece that runs along the top, and you've got the leather wrapped bottom here with the nice white accent stitching that we found on the seats. And that extends to this side as well. Up top there we do have a couple of climate vents, and just below that we have the hazard lights. On the right hand side here you have the passenger airbag warning, as well as the button to toggle the traction control. And you've also got this button here which will bring up the 360-degree camera, so you can maneuver this vehicle around with ease in tight spaces. If you press the button again, you will turn that camera off. Speaking of the infotainment system here, this touchscreen infotainment system does come equipped with navigation, which is a very nice feature. You've also got lots of other options, including your trip stats. You can also hook up your phone via Bluetooth, of course, and if you do so, you'll have access to your phone and messages screen here. And while we're talking audio options, we can click in here to check the audio options, including your AM/FM radio. You've also got XM radio, as well as a USB and auxiliary input. You can also set yourself maintenance reminders, which is a very handy feature, so you don't ever miss any maintenance and keep your vehicle in good shape. And you've also got lots of setup options through this menu here. And of course, if you put this vehicle in reverse, you'll also see that backup camera pop right up. You've got that nice bird's eye view on the right hand side, and on the left hand side here you have your standard backup camera with the guiding lines that you can toggle with this button at the bottom here. And you can also switch between a wide angle and a more narrow angle. Put that vehicle back into park and you'll see the infotainment screen pop right back up where you left it. Just below that we do have the dual zone climate controls for the vehicle, including air conditioning for those hot summer days, which is a very nice feature in the Okanagan. Underneath here you'll find the buttons for your eco and sport mode, so you can switch between whether or not you're trying to maximize your fuel economy or your performance. To the right of that you have the two-stage heated seats for both the driver and the passenger. You've also got the button to toggle your windshield wiper deicer, and at the end there you do have the USB and auxiliary inputs, as well as a 12-volt outlet. Underneath there you have an extra 12-volt outlet, and you've also got this nice little handy storage cubby that's got a nice texture to it to ensure that anything that you put in there doesn't slide around too much while you're driving. You've also got this storage pocket here that's a little bit deeper, and of course you've also got a cup holder here. You've got that same great brushed finish to the panel that houses the shifter, and you can also put that into a standard mode if you want to manually shift through the gears. You've also got an extra cup holder just below, and if you take a look at the nice padded leather armrest here, underneath you've got a nice tray to help organize your cargo, and underneath there you do have an extra little storage compartment with a very nice carpeted bottom. If you take a look in the passenger side footwell, you'll find more of the same great all-weather mats. And just above that, of course, you have the standard glove box. But up top here, you do have a little extra storage cubby with that same great texture that I showed you on the smaller one, just below the infotainment system. If you take a look over at the passenger side door panel there, you'll find the same great design, as well as the controls for the power locks and the passenger side window. Finally, if we take a look up top here, you'll notice that this mirror is completely bezel-less, which looks really, really neat. You've also got the direction in the top right-hand corner, and of course this is also an auto-dimming rear mirror, so it'll stay nice and dim for you even if there are bright lights in your mirror at nighttime. You've also got the 3 programmable garage door buttons, so you can open up your garage door with ease. Finally, up top here, you've also got a handy little sunglasses holder, as well as, of course, the controls for the sunroof that this vehicle comes equipped with, which is a nice feature to have on days a little bit sunnier than today. And you've also got the interior lighting. So let's go ahead and hop out and take a look at some of the features in the rear of this vehicle. In back, you'll find more of that same amazing black leather seating with the very nice white accent stitching that runs along the side of the headrest and the bolsters. Back here, you'll also find tons of legroom for the rear passengers. Your passengers won't be cramped even if you have the front seats all the way back. You've also got handy little storage pockets in the back of both the driver and the passenger seat. And you've got that same great all-weather mat that extends all the way across the back seat, even the center seat, which makes it nice and easy to clean. Back here, you'll also find this little handy fold-out armrest for your rear passengers. It's a nice padded leather armrest, and of course you've also got a couple of extra cup holders there as well. These seats also do fold down on a 60-40 split. If you just grab the handle there, you can fold the seat forward. And with the seat folded forward, you've got tons and tons of cargo space. We'll go take a look back there in just a moment, but before we do, we'll take a quick look at the door panel. And you've got that same great design with the nice leather here, as well as the nice silver door pull, and this brushed finish to this panel that houses the switch for the rear windows. Underneath there, you also have an extra little cup holder, as well as, of course, the speaker integrated in there as well. Popping the power liftgate with the key fob is nice and easy, though, of course, if you use the button there, it'll have the same effect. And inside, you're greeted with this really generous carpeted cargo area, as well as the privacy cover for your cargo. And you've also got this handy little cargo net here, which is a great thing to have to help organize your cargo. Back here, you've also got the standard RAV4 mats if you wanted to switch those out to the carpet mats. And underneath, of course, you do have your spare tire, as well as the tools to change it if you ever get a flat. And in back here, you'll also find a handy little light, which is nice if you're looking for something at night. And you've also got the JBL Premium Green Edge speakers, which sound absolutely fantastic. Closing up the power liftgate is nice and easy. Simply hit the button, and that'll close right down. That concludes this short video walk around, but this vehicle is absolutely loaded with features, and there's lots I didn't get to show you. So make sure you stop by Kelowna Toyota, located at 1200 Leadhead Road, or visit us online at KelownaToyota.com for more information. We look forward to seeing you soon.